What's going on, everybody? Welcome back here to the channel. In this video, I wanted to kind of highlight a bunch of different small cap projects, some meme coins, some utility, some of the things that I'm always kind of tracking, maybe some tokens that I've owned in the past that I'm considering getting back into, and just kind of work through some stuff in real time with you guys. So a little bit of a different style video, obviously not news driven in this one, not really update driven or price driven per se, but wanted to kind of mix it up a little bit, give you guys a little different twist here. So hit the like button, subscribe down below. Let me know if you guys like this style too. We could do more of this stuff. Just kind of, it almost feels like raw, kind of just looking through and taking a look at some of the things that I owned for a while that I, maybe am looking at potentially getting back into. So let's get into it. Let me put myself over there. That's a little bit better. This one in particular is Chew. It's a new Matt Furie token. Good volume here. It's only like 3-4 days old. I am considering this one right now. And shout out to the team. They did want, some marketing here. So I figured I'd mention them after looking into the project. It's very clean. The contract's renounced. We'll come back into this in a little bit, but I wanted to kind of work through. There is a link down below for Chew, but I wanted to get through a lot of different projects here. You guys remember WagMe Games? This is one I haven't looked at in a really long time. Charts, kind of slowly building back up, but the gaming sector has been hit so hard. And a lot of people are asking, is gaming ever going to come back? What should I do? WagMe is one that I like just because I know the team really well. They're sitting at 12.5 mil. They're kind of near the bottom right now. So this is one that I'm continuing to track. I owned it back in the day. I do own some of their NFTs that I'm kind of holding on to right now in hopes that the gaming sector, breaks loose later on. Zeus, there's a couple different Zeuses out there. I'm not owning any of the Zeuses right now, but this is one that I'm keeping on my radar. This is the community takeover one. It is kind of bottoming out right now. Doesn't look terrible down there. Nero is one that we rode all the way up to $1 billion market cap. They're back up to 118 mil. And I like Nero in this cycle. This chart looks really, really good. Not talked about enough, I don't think. Nero, N-E-I-R-O. This chart looks really, really primed to continue on once we get into more of a risk-on environment and capital starts to flow from Ethereum, Solana, etc., into some of these other smaller caps. This is an Ethereum-based token. Again, almost 20,000 holders already. Really good volume still. So it is definitely one that is continuing to be on my radar. This one is Go Arlo. This is a utility play on Solana small cap, and it's been out for a little while since April. They had a couple different run-ups here on the chart. They've kind of bottomed back out at 262K. I know that they've got some big news coming in November at a big conference in Florida, so they could potentially be working with some big players as well. We're talking about some of the biggest AI projects out there, so this could be like one of those micro-cap gems, Arlo on Solana, that could be very, very fruitful. Now, we'll take a look at Brett. Brett's obviously not a small cap, but relatively, I mean, it's a 4x away from its all-time high. I think it's got huge potential this cycle to get up to, I would say, $7 to $10 billion market cap. I'd love a 10 to 15x out of Brett from these levels. It is one of my top holdings in the meme coin game. This is another one, Simple AI, sitting at 2.33 million. I made a video for these guys back in the day, and always like, keeping these things on my radar, right? And then checking back on them. So I remember making a video like on their first or second day of launch. They were way down here. And look at this. I mean, they've continued to kind of just look really, really solid. They got up to 5 cents, was their all-time high, basically. They're sitting at like 2.5 cents, 50% down from their all-time high. Simple AI is a utility play, $2.3 million market cap. This could be one to dive deeper into. And guys, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to put you guys on some things for you guys to go ahead and do some more of your deep diving research. So hopefully you have like a notebook out. You're kind of going through this with us. So that's one that I find interesting. If we continue down here, Quick Intel's another one. This is a company that I worked with in the past as well. They're sitting at 821,000 market cap. They're way down, from their peaks, obviously. But this is another great utility play. It's actually embedded into DEX Tools. They have a partnership with DEX Tools. They're sub 1 million. They're way down on the chart. So if like these utility type plays come back when retail really drives higher, I mean, this is a 15x away from all-time high. Now, volume is very low. That's the one concern I have here. But in terms of the team and the tech they built here with Quick Intel, really solid. Really, really solid tech and really good team. Bio is one that we were early on, guys, relatively. We got in at 100 million at the bottom. I know this chart looks like it's wrecked. This is the one that just got listed to Coinbase, though, and this is what it's done since we got in at 6 cents. It has absolutely ballooned. Got up to 26 cents yesterday. Huge, huge moves out of Bio. I still love it this cycle. I think this thing's going to billions. And the word on the street is they're going to be basically creating a launch pad and be launching their own tokens, too. So this could be very, very fruitful, this entire ecosystem. So definitely would keep Bio and the whole eco on your radar. Bobo's a meme coin I really like. $41 million market cap. Really, really like this. It's still got a lot of hype around it. A lot of big names talking about it. Still good volume. It fits that Matt Furie narrative. Speaking of that Matt Furie narrative, I mentioned Chew by Matt Furie. This is one of the newer plays. And again, partnered up with them at this portion of the video, and I mentioned it at the beginning. I'll leave a link down below to Chew. This is, again, the Matt Furie meta is not going anywhere, guys, with Pepe and Brett and all the top meme coins, I feel like, seem to be situated somewhere in this Matt Furie meta. It's not going anywhere, thanks to Pepe. But this one looks pretty interesting, and I could see this doing some numbers here. Look at this. We're seeing some other people talk about it as well. It's 2-bit. I know 2-bit from back in the day with the SHIB days. But guys, check this one out. It is a micro cap right now for sure. Okay, it's a small cap. But if you look at it again here on the charts, they're just a few days old. 268K market cap. So there's still a lot of volatility here potentially, and we could see some upside with Chew. So definitely give it a look. Again, it fits a lot of the big narratives. You know, they reached 400 plus holders on day one. They had trading volume 1.61 million right out of the gate. So that was really, really solid, right? Holder base, again, slowly growing up, grinding up, 526 now. And while others lean on, you know, pre-existing characters, their narrative here is anchored in a cortex, vortex, mythos, and art-driven genesis. And this kind of narrative hits with the degens, right? It adds an intellectual and emotional appeal that can foster deeper, longer-term engagement. So I think this thing could have staying power. Check out Chew, link down below. But let's keep going here. There's a lot more that I wanted to get into. Let's take a look here. There's a few others that I wanted to highlight for you guys. Here's one for sure that I really like. Toshi's at 303 million. I already mentioned Brett. Toshi, they're already listed on Coinbase. I think this is a phenomenal play for this cycle. Both Brett and Toshi look great with all of the news coming out on the base chain, Ethereum heating up. They're the largest, you know, layer 2. I absolutely love the potential upside here of Brett and Toshi. I think they could both 10x or more. And I'm pumped about holding nice bags of both of those and getting in both of them early. Manu's holding the line right now. This is another one. The SHIB ecosystem's all over this. You know, a lot of SHIB insiders. You know, a lot could be said about SHIB and kind of how they've basically hurt their own project by getting in and starting all these other ones. But you know what? As an investor, you got to take your emotions out of the game and you got to just get in. You got to get into things where you see opportunity. So we were relatively early to Manu. We got into like the 1.4, 1.5 level. So I'm still up slightly on the bag. You know, after hitting all-time highs, we took a little bit off the table, left a moon bag. It's been hovering here right around 20 mil. They've got 28,000 holders almost. Volume still decent. So Manu's one to watch on ETH. Pinlink outside the meme coin arena, $52 million market cap. This is another one. I made an integration for these guys pretty early on when they first got started. Look at this. They have just consolidated, traded sideways, pretty much have done like nothing for a really long time, but it's not going to take much to get this thing heated back up. Pinlink is one that is really interesting, guys. This is a utility play, first RWA tokenized DPIN platform. So I really like Pinlink. Kind of a sleeper. I still own some of this. I think it could absolutely pop and go crazy and could be one of those like, you know, holy shit moments in the middle of the bull run, hopefully, where I'm like, I forgot I own some of that, right? Like, let's see what happens. So there you go, guys. I just wanted to kind of, you know, surface through some things. Let me know if you like this style. We can pick 20, 30 more in a future date. I will give you one more. I'll give you one more. Apollo FTW. This is a $1 million market cap right now. $1 million market cap. Apollo FTW. It's a gaming play. I know these guys in particular are very, very strong and serious developers. I think this could be a very, very small micro cap gaming play that could do some numbers. Sitting at $1 million right now. Apollo FTW. Keep this one on your radar as well. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Shout out to Chew for sponsoring today's video, this certain segment, and we will see you guys in the next one. That Chew link is down below. Appreciate you guys for watching.